Hey there, friends and neighbors. Thanks for stopping by this evening. Welcome to Swanee Valley Knives. In this video, let's finish a knife. And I know it's just, same old thing. It's the handle finishing. You're finishing it down. But each knife is different, I promise you. And this is some beautiful cherry wood I'm using for this handle. It's really beautiful. Got a beautiful grain to it. It's glued up. I had it glued up last night. We heat treated it. In the past video you've seen us, we drilled it, got the handles mocked up, heat treated it and everything. Now it has sat overnight for a good 24 hours for the glue to set. And now it's time to make this thing a knife. So come on in, let's suit up and let's get to work. Come on, I'm gonna drag you in. I'm going to go ahead and change. This is a clean 40, and I kind of want to use it's kind of a newer belt. When I get ready to do the handle, I'm going to try to use some of these older 40 grits I got so I don't waste them, and save this for my beveling, because I go through a lot of these low grits just on beveling, bevel grinding, and everything else of that nature. So I'm going to try to save on these a little bit and use some of these older 40s I got here. They'll take off some wood. They'll take off material, but they don't take off metal material as fast as they used to. So I'm going to use these fresher belts for that and swap out for this old 40 right there. I know it probably don't make sense to you, but to me it works. So I try to save money that way. If you can understand that. Because these belts, just for two of these belts, even at Harbor Freight, it's $4. That's just for two belts. Now, I can order a lot of them off of Amazon and get them here if I wanted to. And I probably will. I'll probably buy bulk and try to keep them on hand. Because I bought belts before on bulk and all the way up to 1,000 grit. And I got some in the other day. So I do buy in bulk sometimes. But let's see if we can find here. Here's a 40 I used just recently on a handle. So it's got the wood in it. I would crank up my air compressor and blow the belts out while doing this. It's loud for one, and trying to film and everything else. I'm already hitting y'all with some loud noise as it is. No way to edit it, so I don't want to add to. So what I will do to keep the belts clean and helps me during the sanding process, I will get me a wire brush and go along here and clean the belts out. I ain't gonna, not too heavy, just enough pressure to knock off some dust. So we'll get one of these out and get that ready. All right, let's suit up and let's get to it. So what we want to do first, as I'm putting my respirator on, what I want to do, I'm gonna get a couple of those epoxy scales, line them up, and go ahead and get the width of my handle. I'll move this knife I'm working on here. Special orders keep coming in, guys. My business is getting a good little reputation. I'm trying to let it grow slowly, let it grow organically. I'm not trying to rush it, but I keep, and this moccasin pattern, this thing here is just a popular pattern. They're loving this thing. That's about the 5th one I made right there for that customer. So what I want to do is knock this out of the clamps real quick. That'll probably be the best. We're going to get to it, y'all. I promise you. There's a lot of setting up to do. Hopefully that wasn't too glued on there. I'm going to put all this away. These clamps on here. You know that's some good glue if it's holding on to the damn clamps too. Let's get you broke apart here. Oh, there it goes. Got it apart. That's a little spongy right there, but the rest of it feels solid. Oh, and I found another one of those larvae creatures in here, which I think is termites in here. But what I'm going to do, if I find any more with the holes in it like this, I'm just going to put epoxy, like different colors, in them and see how they turn out. Just like I did before, these epoxy scales are the perfect width for a handle, I think. So I'm just going to roughly draw some guidelines going down the handle. And if I get the line a little crooked, that's okay. I'll pay attention as I'm on the belt grinder to help keep it straight and flush. But I like a little bit thinner of a handle and rounded off edges. Makes it just a little bit more comfortable handle, I think. So there's my guidelines. Let's get this thing on the grinder. It's time, baby. It's go time. Getting my respirator on. I'll be right with you. And I got you put a little bit further back from the grinder, so hopefully it won't be too loud. All right, let's get to it.
I'm gonna taste paper real quick. I want to start getting to the fine grits now. Looking really good. Beautiful. 800, 400. 240. 240.
Let's pull up a chair. We know what the point where we're at now. I like to do this hand sanding. I already did a 240, so I don't need that belt. I'm gonna go ahead. It won't take long since I already did 240. I'm gonna start on a 400, which is my next grit up. and go on up. Won't have to work through the things as much. So, not sure what you are. 400, 600. Were you an 800? You're too rough to be an 800. All right, I don't know where my 800 is. I wonder if I ever cut one. I'll have to check my little roll I got up there and find out. Well, let's get this hand sanded right here. We're starting with this 400. We did down this road before. Since we've done the 240, we're on a 400 now. We're gonna take our time, really get this done. You can see the wormholes here pretty much from the larvae. I think next time it does it, I'm just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna put some color epoxy in them holes. I think it'll look pretty. It'll epoxy color to whatever color we want. Just need an imagination. Whatever color we want to come up with. And just feed it down the holes and just imagination. And this will be a beautiful color. Beautiful color, I think. I'm just rambling on at this one. This is my favorite part. The machines are off. I can take off the respirator, take off the ear muffs, so I can listen to the neighborhood starting to wind down a little bit. You can just hear the wind blowing through the trees, and you can smell some of the suppers they have on the stove. No joke. I can smell what my neighbors are cooking sometimes. I ain't lying to you. I can smell what they cook sometimes. Still on that 400, I want to make sure I get it all smooth. I like my quality. I don't like leave a stone unturned. I'm very much put some pride into your work. Definitely.
That's the only part I've been having problems with is like getting it. Once it sticks, but it's like getting it to stick. Oh, sorry.
600. That was my wife. I think they're trying to put some stickers on my daughter's car. We're busy. Might be going out. We're going out of town for the next couple of days, and we're busy with that. I got to get everything ready for the car. I got to take all that good stuff. Making a knife. I already got another knife cut, profiled, and everything. We're busy right here in the shop tonight. Plus, we got other things we got to do. Get ready for the little trip we're taking. Oh, this is turning out really good, y'all. Can't wait. We're gonna seal it before the end of this video too. We're gonna put that final edge on her, and we're gonna seal it and let y'all look at it. What it looks like, all nice and sealed up. And it looks beautiful. Can't wait to see this cherry, especially around them pins. Want to make sure it's good and smooth around them pins. Oh yeah, let me get to that 1,000. I just like how the wood is right now. When you put the sealer on it, it darkens up, and that's when everything pops. It's where all the shades of the color, the grains, all that stuff just kind of comes out right when I put that clear sealer on all of it. But I want to make sure it's smooth to the touch. Good comfortable handle. Good comfortable handle. I don't like, and you'll be able to tell if you still got rough spots when you put the sealer on, because it'll bring out the rough spots. Sure it will. But I want to make sure this is comfortable for everybody that uses it. I want this to be comfortable in the hand. There we go. I think she's ready for some sharpening, y'all. That's good.
Taking a little longer. It wasn't as apex as I thought I made it easy on myself. It's getting there though. I feel the burrs. Can't tell what's hair and what's sawdust on my arm.
Let me change up to a 400 grit real quick. And then the thing I think a lot of people hate to use, I can hear a lot of knife makers cussing me right now. The way I do it. Oh yeah, she's getting there, fellas. We're gonna get some paper out in just a minute and see if I can cut through it. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and seal it and let y'all go, and I'm gonna continue sharpening this thing a little later on. I don't want to keep y'all too long. That handle just turned out beautiful. Let's see if we got us an edge on it yet. Let's see. See what she'll do here. She's decent. Yeah, she'll start it, but man, she pulls on it. So let's hit it again. Let's see what we can do. Can't tell on that forged black background. But I'm getting a lot of sawdust off my arm. That's good. Just ain't convinced yet. Ah, there it goes. She's cutting some hair. Oh, yeah. I just went and cleaned my arm up a little bit. Maybe we can get some hair this time instead of looking at just sawdust. Well, don't know. Did I mess this one up? Nope. It's grabbing hair. Oh, yeah. She's doing it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Grab this one. She's... Dadgummit, man. Am I going to start over on the edge? Listen. Don't worry. I'm going to get it, though. Let's go ahead and seal the handle. Get this thing to dry, and I'll finish the edge later. No sense in dragging y'all on too much longer. I'll get the edge on this. Don't you worry. This thing will be sharp. She feels it. She feels sharp, but I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced. I think we can do a little bit better. And what I'll do, I think tomorrow when I take it to work, I'm going to take it to my job. And it is removing some hair, though. It is. Ew, what was that? I might put it on that little machine they got at my job. I'll put it on that knife sharpener there and see if I can hone it in a little bit better. But we got us a knife. Beautiful cherry wood knife. So let's get this handle sealed up. Blade taped. Now let's put her back into the vise. Gonna wipe it down a little bit. Make sure there's no sawdust on it. You're gonna get all the dust off the handle.
That's beautiful cherry wood. Beautiful. Look at that, y'all. You can tell what them termite little larvae things were. All right, I got a can here of the $2 Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Gloss Clear Seals Pack. We're gonna hit this. It's a gloss finish, and it should dry pretty quick. Seal it up, baby. Here we go. Don't worry about that edge. Believe you me, this knife will be doing knife things by tomorrow. When I go to work, I'll put this thing on that sharpener. It will be. Or I might just take it at the end of the video and put it back on the belt when it dries and hit it again. Let's see. Let's hit it. There we go. What I do is I go with the grain first. All down it, try to get underneath it. And then I go against the grain. I go side motions against the grain. And we just go against the grain. Good healthy dose of it right there. There we go, y'all. Now we're just going to let that thing dry, sit, seal, and this thing is done. Guys, I want to thank you so much for going along on another little knife build with me. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Click the bell for new video notifications. Hit like because that lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content that I'm providing for you and keep me in the realm of algorithm happiness. I'm going to let y'all go, and until next time, I shall see you when I see you.